Hey guys, it's Tanya on the scene, and I'm here at Green Square Studios for the FashionGxd magazine photo shoot. Now, you have to stick around to find out who I'll interview, but sneak peek, they're behind me in hair and makeup, but you gotta stick around to find out who. Okay guys, so I'm here with Miss Flo from Bad Girls Club. You look so innocent. I'm looking at you, you're smiling.
It's me all day though. I'm always a very happy person. And the misconception is because I was on the Bad Girls Club, automatically that I'm a very tough, aggressive person, but I'm not a fighter. I'm very sweet. I love everything. So I'm always happy, always. And when I'm mad, I'm pissed. But when I'm happy, I'm happy.
What's one of your pet peeves?
One of my pet peeves is waiting for people. Like when you tell them to be there at a certain time or something, that's one of the worst things for me because people plan around you. So try to be respectful and show up on time and stuff like that. I
agree. But Bad Girls Club is behind you now because you are doing so many things. You have charity work that you're working on. First, let's talk about that.
Yeah, the most important thing to me is I'm always going to be known as Flo from the Bad Girls Club just because that's where I got my start. However, I've taken that and pushed it to the side because I want to show the world that if you go on a reality show or you go on TV, use that to do something good with the world. So I've started my own charity, which is Bad Girls Against Bullying, and then I also have one for for people who are suicidal and eating disorders and bipolar disorder because it's some things that I went through, but it's a lot of things that a lot of teens are going through and they don't even know it themselves. So every Sundays I'm doing an event in Central Park where people get together and we all help raise money, and whatever money that's raised, I personally go out and I buy stuff and I do stuff myself, and I'll take it back to the schools, or I'll go talk to the kids about bullying or bipolar disorder. A lot of kids are going through that, and teenage drama and all that, and I would like for us to go start with the youth. And as much as people say we're helping the youth, we're really not helping them unless we're in there and getting in the situation. If you're not in the situation, you can't help them. You can only watch from afar. But if you go to the schools and you speak to those kids, they see your face, they'll think you really care, which I really do care. So.
You do care because besides the charity work that you're doing, you're also writing a book.
Yes.
And so let's talk about that.
My book is called As Real As It Gets because my life story, I believe that everyone could relate to it because I'm bisexual, I'm Albanian, I'm Muslim, I'm American, I'm everything. I'm every woman, I'm every man. You know what I'm saying? I am, really. So my book is called As Real As It Gets, and it talks about my life story, and people have seen me go down and up, down and back up again. So when they read this book, they will be truly inspired not because I'm making shit up, everything is true, and I'm telling you stuff that people don't want to tell about themselves. But if I don't tell somebody and they don't realize what I've been through and where I came, they can't think they could do it. So they have to see how low you can go before you can get how high. So I've been to the lowest, I've been to the top, and I'm trying to get myself. It's not about me. It's about getting everybody else to the top with me because I'm already known. So it's you guys come with me. Come with me if you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Type like Arnold Schwarzenegger type shit. So
That's awesome. And on top of all that, you're into music.
Yeah, I have been into music for a long time. The only thing is I never had the courage to push the music. But once I started getting older and more comfortable with who I was musically, I started doing music. And I'm telling you right now, my music. It's not about, it's popping, it's the coolest song. It's about when you hear it, you'll dance, but you'll be like, yo, do you hear what she's saying that? Like, she's letting young girls know that guys will only tell you they like you just to sleep with you. And women will use you for your money and tell you they love you, but really they just want your car and your chains. So be smart, you know what I'm saying? I'm blowing up spots, but it has to be like that. The youth is only hearing, I'm in the club, I'm popping bottles. Okay, it's about time for us to hear that when you in the club and you pop that bottle, you might not be able to pay your rent this month. So don't go to that club and spend $500 a night to be cool like Dili and them because they got the money to do that. That's why they do it. That's why they sing about it. So I just like to bring the underdog from here up there. I'm for the underdog. I'm for the people that feel like they're nothing and nobody in this world because we all are something. Nobody's better than anybody. Nobody's clothes or cars or anything make you. Remember that. You are who you are by the heart you have and what you do for other people. And that's the only way you're going to be judged. That's the only way. But at the end of the day, you just gotta be a good person. That's it. You could be badass, be crazy, have fun, be the life of the party like I am. I'll walk in and be like, woo, but when I leave, everybody knows that there's a motive to my madness, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying it or doing it. It's gonna happen. So
give one last message. So Flo from the Bad Girls Club has a message for all you bad girls out there.
I do. For all you bad girls out there that want to be bad girls and be on Bad Girls Club, I mean, it's cool and everything. I'm not putting the Bad Girls Club down. But what I will tell you is that's all bullshit, okay? Because when you go into a situation, you go into a house and there's 7 females there, all 7 of us should not be killing each other. Who's going to use the next tampon? It should be, here's my tampon. You can use it. You know what I'm saying? And girls, stop going against each other. Stop fighting. Stop jumping, girls. It's not cool. It's really not. Whoever told you it was cool, they're totally misleading you. Be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors, and don't treat people like crap. It's that simple. Just treat people the way you want to be treated. It's that simple.
That's Flo, and I'm Tanya on the scene. I'm dropping my mic. We're out. All right, guys, I'm here with Miss Amina Buddafly from Love and Hip Hop and my little star over here, Corey, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Love and Hip Hop for a little bit, okay? So there's a lot of drama going on.
Oh, yes, always.
Mandisi and Yandy just had their wedding. Now, you tweeted out and said that you weren't invited.
No, I wasn't invited. You know, I'm not friends with Yandy or Mandisi. Like, I don't have any issues with them, but I think Yandy really doesn't like me, you know, being that she's friends with Tara and everything that happened in the past. So I did not get invited, and that's okay. You know, I didn't have to be there. It was beautiful. I saw it, and that's that.
But would you have gone if you were invited?
Yeah, absolutely. I would have went.
Now, we saw pictures of Peter Gunz and Tara.
Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, you know, obviously I don't like to see that. But at the same time, you know, they always keep saying they're friends. So, you know, I'm all for do what you want to do. So, you know, and even in the past, I told Peter that constantly, like, you know, I want you to be where you want to be. And obviously at the wedding, he wanted to be next to Tara. So that's where he was. And that's all good. Like, what can I say?
You used to be in a band before with your twin sister.
Actually, we started out as a trio, me and my 2 sisters, my twin and my older one. Years ago, we were signed to Def Jam under the name Black Butterfly, and we released, you know, a couple singles, and that's how we really started out. Then my older sister left the group, and we continued as a duo, me and my twin, for years, and we got another record deal and did a bunch of stuff, released a bunch of, you know, music just on our own online, never, you know, a full album, but, you know, we just put stuff out continuously. So, yeah, the group thing, it kind of just, you know, went from a trio to a duo to now me solo. And just kind of, I feel like it was supposed to happen that way.
And so are you comfortable with being solo and you're still into your music? Can we hear something? Where can we hear stuff?
Yes. My new album just recently came out in April that I released again independently because I'm still not signed to a label. Not anymore. You know, I used to be in the past. But I kind of like being independent because of the type of artist that I am. I don't like people telling me what to do, what songs to sing, how I, you know, giving me rules when it comes to being creative in my music. So I can do things my way, and it's been good. You know, being on this show has given me a lot of exposure and given me a platform and a bigger audience, so I appreciate it. Yeah.
And you said you were in a duo with your twin sister. So what was one thing when you were growing up with your twin sister, like one mischievous thing? Did you switch places? Like, what kind of ruckus did you cause for your parents?
Oh, man. Well, we never did anything like that. We should have, but we couldn't have done it with our parents anyway because they would have known. But we've always I actually thought about it more so now, doing something like kind of, I don't know, maybe like, you know, last season I actually had the idea, you know, that I wanted to do, kind of have her fly in from Germany and like go meet Peter and like kind of I wanted her to draw on a heart and see if he would have, you know, known. But we never got to do that. But that's something like we've never done, but maybe one day. Yeah.
And now you just mentioned Germany. So you're from Germany. So what do you think was the biggest transition from Germany and coming into the States?
Just like I don't know, like little things, like getting used to like I mean, obviously, everything over here is just for us, like, it was just so much bigger and better and more challenging as far as music. But just regular day, normal things like food, to get used to that. Like in the beginning, that was definitely something. And then the language, my English was bad. When I came here, I was 19, and I thought, I knew how to sing in English, but my talking was just, not there. And I was shy, and I didn't really communicate with anyone. It was just so much different than we had expected, me and my sisters. But we got used to everything pretty quick, and I started liking it over here more. I felt more home because it was more diverse, and in Germany, we just never felt like we belonged. So, yeah, it was good.
And you're into fashion. We're here at the FashionGxd magazine photo shoot. So who's your favorite designer?
I can't name a designer, but I just love anything that is just like pretty stuff. Yeah, pretty stuff and simple and not too much and not too edgy. Like I'm more like plain, but it has to look beautiful.
And I read somewhere that you love tattoos.
Yeah, I do.
What's your favorite tattoo that you have?
My big, huge piano tattoo on my side, which took 6 hours. I got it years ago, maybe like 6 years ago. And it's like, it's just a big piano because it just means so much to me. Like when I started playing, I started really late in my 20s. I was 24, so I started playing. And it's my favorite instrument. I just love the way it looks on me. And shout out to Annie who did my tat.
So favorite instrument. So who's your favorite musician?
That's hard too. Favorite musician. I'm influenced by so many different genres. So I listen to a lot of instrumental music and jazz and classical and singers like old singers like Carmen McRae and stuff like that. So but then again, I also like stuff that's out now. Like, so I have no idea, but I think my biggest influence, like growing up, always Mariah, like vocally. That's who I learned the most from, and I studied her, to every run. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Amina. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget to check out her album, which just came out in April. So, it's Tania on the Scene and Amina Buddafly, and we are out.